Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Brendan here. And in today's video, we're going to be diving into the very common and hot topic, gastritis. And it affects millions of people worldwide. So, what is gastritis? Well, we're going to explore that in today's video. We're going to be talking about the symptoms, again, the causes, and what you can do to find relief naturally, because that's what you're here for. You are searching how to find natural relief from gastritis, and you've stumbled upon this video. So, welcome. So what exactly is gastritis? Well, it's the inflammation of the stomach lining, as well as the reduced ability to produce that protective lining in the stomach, because the stomach is designed not only to produce HCl, but it's also crucially important to produce that protective mucus to protect it from the acidity in the stomach. Okay, so causes. First and foremost, there's a lot of factors to consider when we are looking at gastritis, and it's often linked to the reduced ability to, again, like I said, produce that protective mucosal lining and the elements and the mucus within the stomach, as well as an inability to produce the digestive enzymes, the juices, the hydrochloric acid, which is paramount for the whole digestive process. By the way, if you're new to the channel, my name is Brendan. I'm also known as the Gut Whisperer. I've literally helped hundreds of people around the world, adults just like you, who've had stomach issues, basically heartburn, acid reflux, autoimmune conditions, skin issues, weight imbalanced issues, psoriasis, eczema, migraines, you name it, all by addressing and beginning at one's gut. So, what causes gastritis? Well, previous infection of H. pylori can be a factor, as well as lack of minerals to co-produce the protective mucosal layer, and even a reduced ability to produce HCl, stomach acid. So what are the common symptoms? Well, there are a ton of them, and there can be all different types of symptomatology in your body. So I'm gonna name a whole bunch right now. Abdominal pain, indigestion, bloating, nausea and vomiting, loss of appetite, feeling full quite quickly, heartburn, hiccups, black tarry stools, unexplained weight loss, and finally even blood in your stools and blood in your vomit. Now, unfortunately, gastritis can be often misdiagnosed or even confused with other conditions such as acid reflux, or IBS, also known as irritable bowel syndrome, and even ulcers for that matter. So you really got to get specific, and you've got to work with a practitioner who understands the gut. Oftentimes this can be very confusing for some, and I'll go into the sort of diagnosis as well as what doctors often prescribe when they really don't know what's going on in the gut unless they do specific tests. So let's talk about some common triggers, because there are a lot, and oftentimes I see it so much when I'm working with individuals. They're like, oh, I eat this and I feel fine, and the next day I feel like horrible, and the next day and I don't know what's going on. So these are some common problematic foods or food ingredients that can sometimes exacerbate the gastritis symptoms. They include alcohol, excessive coffee consumption, smoking, spicy foods, acidic foods, difficult to digest foods, as well as foods that are high in the FODMAP, as well as foods that are high in lectins. Lack of hydration. Hydration is very important. And high stress, anxiety. If you're in a chronically elevated state of hyperstress, then that's going to be problematic for your stomach as well. So common medications, doctors and specialists will often turn to proton pump inhibitors. Those are also known as PPIs, or even steroids for relief. Now, short term, that can be beneficial, but over long term, those can have serious ramifications, including nutrient deficiencies, increased risk of infection, and even elevated acid reflux. And that's probably why you're here as well. So think of that. The medication will actually make your symptoms worse. Okay, so what can you do naturally? Because that's what you're here right now. Well, as a holistic nutritionist, me, a functional medicine practitioner, as well as experts like some of the pioneers in functional medicine. Names like Dr. Jeffrey Bland, Dr. Tom O'Brien, Dr. Mark Hyman, Dr. Natasha Campbell-McBride, all to name a few. They would recommend, as well as myself, we would recommend the following. For sure, zinc, glutamine, magnesium, licorice root, digestive enzymes, bitters, colostrum. If you don't know what colostrum is, look into it. It is probably one of the world's most strongest immune support that you can consume. Probiotics, strategic ones. You've got to make sure that you're using the right ones. Now, if you found this information helpful, please consider sharing this video with others who might find benefit from it. Also, don't forget to give this a thumbs up, hit the like button, hit a subscribe button for more things gut health and gut related. Also, if you want more, I'm really excited to invite you to my free webinar training where I explain how my 5-week gut restoration course can help completely relieve your gastritis along with other gut-related issues. And I'm even available for consulting if you need personal guidance, so click the link below. That'll take you to my free webinar training and just watch that. And if you feel as though that I can help you based on strategies and all of the client success stories that you're gonna see from that webinar, then I invite you to send me an email or click that button to register and let's get working. Once again, thanks so much for tuning in today. Remember, your health is absolutely essential and so is the care of your gut. With all that being said, Gut Whisperer